Hey Rudy, I just saw your video. You're incredibly talented. I write and produce and direct movies myself. I hope you don't give it up, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. And I look forward to walking into a theater someday and seeing your movies.
If you have any helpful hints for him, let him know.
Thank you.
Please do not forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload next. Jim Abrahams was a man who made people laugh, not just a chuckle or a polite giggle, but real, uncontrollable laughter that brought tears to their eyes. He had a knack for seeing the absurd in everyday life and turning it into something hilariously unforgettable. Jim, who passed away at 80, was one-third of the legendary comedy trio known as ZAZ, Zucker, Abrahams, Zucker, alongside his childhood friends Jerry and David Zucker. Born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Jim grew up in a close-knit community where humor was his constant companion. Even as a child, he had a way of making his friends laugh with silly jokes and playful antics. It was no surprise that he gravitated toward comedy as a career. Together with Jerry and David, he would go on to redefine what comedy could be. Their journey began with the Kentucky Fried Movie in 1977. It was a collection of outrageous sketches that poked fun at everything from news broadcasts to kung fu movies. Directed by John Landis, the film was a surprise hit and became a cult classic. It set the tone for the trio's brand of humor, a mix of slapstick, satire, and sheer absurdity. Jim and his friends realized they were onto something special, but it was Airplane. In 1980, that turned Jim Abrahams and the Zucker brothers into household names. The film was a spoof of the disaster movies popular at the time, but it wasn't just a parody, it was a comedy revolution. Instead of casting traditional comedians, they hired serious actors like Leslie Nielsen, Lloyd Bridges, and Robert Stack to deliver ridiculous lines with complete deadpan sincerity. This decision was genius. The contrast between the absurd situations and the actors' straight-faced performances made the humor even sharper. Jim once said, "The funniest things come from taking something serious and flipping it on its head." That philosophy was the heart of Airplane. The film borrowed heavily from the 1957 drama 0 Hour, even using its plot and dialogue, but transformed it into a riotous comedy. Who could forget lines like, "Shirley, you can't be serious," and Nielsen's iconic reply, "I am serious." And "Don't call me Shirley?" Audiences loved it. Made on a modest budget of $3.5 million, Airplane grossed over $83 million, becoming one of the highest-grossing comedies of its time. Critics praised its wild creativity, and it became a blueprint for the ZAZ style of humor. Jim and his friends didn't stop there. They went on to create Police Squad, a TV series that later inspired the Naked Gun films. Leslie Nielsen once again played the lead, this time as the bumbling detective Frank Drebin. Jim's talent for crafting absurd yet clever gags shone brightly, and the films became instant classics. In 1984, ZAZ released Top Secret, a zany mashup of spy thrillers and World War II dramas, starring a young Val Kilmer. 2 years later, they co-wrote Ruthless People, showcasing their versatility by mixing their signature humor with a slightly darker tone. Jim proved he wasn't just about sight gags and puns. He understood the art of storytelling. Jim also branched out on his own, directing Big Business in 1988, a comedy starring Bette Midler and Lily Tomlin. He followed it up with Hot Shots in 1991 and its sequel in 1993. These films, starring Charlie Sheen, were brilliant parodies of action movies like Top Gun and Rambo. They were packed with clever references, over-the-top characters, and Jim's unique comedic voice. Throughout his career, Jim's humor remained unapologetically silly. He believed comedy didn't have to be sophisticated to be effective. "Sometimes a good laugh is all you need," he said in an interview. His films were a testament to that belief. They weren't just movies. They were an escape, a chance to forget your troubles and lose yourself in laughter. Despite his success, Jim never lost his humility. He often credited Jerry and David Zucker for their collaborative genius. "We were like a three-headed monster," he once joked. We argued a lot, but we also laughed a lot. Their friendship, forged in childhood, remained strong throughout their careers. Jim's passing marks the end of an era. He leaves behind a legacy of joy and laughter that will continue to inspire generations. Fans around the world remember him for the countless hours of entertainment he gave them. His films, filled with outrageous jokes and unforgettable characters, remain timeless. As his son Joseph shared the news of his death, he said, "My dad had a gift for making people happy." He believed laughter was the best medicine, and he lived that belief every day. Jim Abrahams may be gone, but his spirit lives on in the laughter he brought to so many. Whether it's watching Airplane for the 100th time or introducing The Naked Gun to someone new, his work will continue to bring smiles to faces and joy to hearts. Thank you, Jim, for reminding us of the power of laughter. You will be missed, but never forgotten. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to daily updates and never miss a video.